Tonight, America capitulates to a North American thug in a wuss move that will have enormous future ramifications. The Sony movie The Interview, scheduled for Christmas Day release, now shelved because of computer threats. While Sony's decision is cowardly and embarrassing to the country, only one person's responsible for the victory of the cyber terrorists identified by the FBI as North Korea. The man who guards the Constitution, the President of the United States, Barack Obama. Yet in classic Obama fashion, he piles on and blames Sony.
I'm sympathetic that Sony, as a private company, was worried about liabilities and this and that and the other. I wish they'd spoken to me first. I would have told them, do not get into a pattern in which you're intimidated by these kinds of criminal attacks.
But Sony Chief Executive Michael Linton insists that Sony was in contact with senior White House advisors about the problem. Even the State Department agrees Sony was in discussion with them. Now, as someone who follows the president, I can tell you he is often not a man of his word. So who to believe? A company on the front page of virtually every newspaper struggling to deal with hacking by a foreign regime, or the President of the United States who makes believe he wishes he was contacted, whose own FBI says North Korea is responsible, and whose Department of Homeland Security is accused by many of being missing in action. Where was the president when Sony stood alone on this? Through initially embarrassing emails to class action lawsuits to threats of 9/11-style attacks, the president is a lawyer. He understands liability. He watched as email gossip turns into international cyber warfare, and he wants to blame a corporation that's struggling to survive? Folks, this isn't a small issue. This is huge. Now, any enemy, and we certainly have our share, can threaten not only artistic entities, but banks, corporations, and our government itself. What if they don't like the O'Reilly factor? And how do we know when a digital threat is really capable of being a physical threat? Now, I've been telling you for over a year about the weakness of our grid. Ironically, reports are that the same North Korea has a satellite capable of delivering an electromagnetic pulse that would shut down America's electric grid. Our nation's strength is derived from the Constitution, the First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of the press. This president can say the U.S. should not give in to intimidation. But he's done just that repeatedly with North Korea.
And in the wake of this aggression, Pyongyang should not be mistaken. The United States will never waver in our commitment to the security of the Republic of Korea.
But it's important for North Korea, like every other country in the world, to observe the basic rules and norms that are set forth, including a wide variety of UN resolutions that have passed. That the United States will take all necessary steps to protect its people and to meet our obligations under our alliances in the region.
More red lines that weren't enforced, and now a new one that won't be enforced. But I'm a believer. I believe in America. My money is on America, and I believe that I will see this movie one way or another, and that's my open. Up next, Sony